You can tell if your machine uses a T25 trimmer head first by seeing which model you have. Out of the ones we've stocked, 122Cs, 129s and 128s use the T25 head. Another way you can tell is compared to our commercial machines, the T25 head is smaller. If you're still unsure, here's a handy guide that you can pause the video and use. For demonstration purposes, I've taken the head off of our machine. Chances are you don't have to, but if you decide to, these are the two setups you'll likely encounter. The first style is one you'll see on our 122C model. With this style, you use a wrench to hold the mechanism in place as you twist it off. You're going to be twisting in a clockwise direction, or tightening. That's because the threads are reversed. The second style, commonly found on the 129 and 128 models, uses a pin to hold the mechanism in place. You're going to place the pin in the slot, twist the head until you feel it catch, at which point you can then unscrew the head off the machine. We'll start with one of the most commonly worn parts on a head, the head cover. To remove, squeeze the two sides that have the semicircular clips and pull. With that removed, you can remove the reel that's usually stuck inside the head. It's just a matter of pulling it out. The reel is responsible for holding the string. This is what you'll use when you're going to be restringing your trimmer. Now, it's pretty rare that you'll have to replace this, but in the event that you do, you now have access to it. The next most commonly worn part is the bump knob. To remove this, you're just going to take a flathead screwdriver and pry it up. Beneath this is a spring. You want to keep this safe because it's easy to lose. You'll commonly only have to replace this if it gets lost. Laid out here are all the parts of a T25 head, available to be purchased separately. So if any are damaged, you can easily buy that part and use this video as reference to replace it. Now, as previously stated, the bump knob and the head cover are the two most commonly worn parts. So if you're watching this video, there's a high chance it's one of these two that you'll have to replace, or both, depending on the condition of the head cover. You can tell how worn these parts are by just inspecting them visually. If you can see the spring inside of the bump knob, it's definitely time to replace that. In terms of the head cover, if you can start to see your reel, then you need to replace that as well. Head parts will generally last a while, but because they're in constant contact with the ground, they will wear down. That wear is going to be accelerated if your head is in contact more with concrete and stone rather than grass. Reassembly is easy. Place the spring back in the center of the head housing, then take the bump knob and firmly press it down on top until it clicks. Next, reinstall your reel. It's easier to put it within the head cover. Make sure that you feed your string through the two eyelets on either end. With the reel and bump knob firmly secured, you're going to slide everything back together until it clicks. Now, if you took your head off your machine, it's just a matter of doing the reverse of what you did to take it off. So, in each case, we're going to hold the mechanism and screw the head back on. Remember that the thread is reversed, so you're going to turn the head in what would traditionally be the loosening side.